Hi, Travis.
You. Seb
Hi guys.
over there.
Hey, hello.
Good to be back. I was gone Thursday and Friday, so feel like I have a lot to catch up on. Were you out, Seb, on Thursday and Friday as well?
Yeah, well, Thursday was national holiday, and I took Friday off.
Right.
So yeah, I was out.
Okay. Was that just France's holiday, or I'm not sure what holiday it was?
Uh, what was it? Could be in other countries. It's a Christian holiday.
Okay. The
Apparently,
yes, I
Poland
saw it.
and India were off as well, but I don't think it's for Christian reason in India.
Right.
I would be
Different.
surprised. Yeah. All right.
Uh, link to the pad here.
Thanks, Travis. Um, yeah, let's start.
Good.
Welcome to today's Orchestration meeting. Yeah, I'm back from vacation.
Okay.
So not really much to say from my side. Um, there was a discussion about replacing OSDs. So it's inevitably a two-stage process where one removes an OSD and then creates the OSD later. So I think typically you're going to remove the OSD with a destroyed flag and then recreate that OSD later on. And but we have only one API within the Orchestrator API, replace OSD, and it's not really clear what that function is supposed to do. In Rook, there is no real any code to replace OSDs as far as I could see. It's just a documentation of how to remove OSDs, and the user is then supposed to know exactly what to do to replace it.
That's right. Yeah, in Rook, there's nothing right now that will help you replace an OSD, and it's really it's really a pain point right now that we need to get it working. And I mean, at the Ceph volume layer, I mean, we need to call Ceph volume to create a new OSD and give it the existing OSD ID. That's the main thing that's really missing to replace an
Mm.
OSD on the Rook side. Because right now, Rook just thinks, oh, it's a new device, I'll create a new OSD on it, but it doesn't know what the name of what the ID is to replace unless we intervene in some way.
Mm.
And it's one of those. It's really an instance of something that's hard to express with desired state because it's more of a
Yeah.
one-time thing that we want to request. Hey, go do this one action, and instead of it's not long-term state we need to persist in Rook. It's go replace this OSD.
And it's even worse. It's a two-stage process. So with manual user interaction, so you have to somehow save the state that you want to replace that specific OSD. Sebastian, is there anything really documented in Ansible, Ceph Ansible, how to do that, or if we want to add it
Replace an
to the
OSD?
orchestrator?
You mean to replace an OSD?
Um,
Right.
what is Ceph Ansible doing there? Is it also just destroying the OSD, or
Yeah, it destroys the OSD and creates a new one. So it's not really reusing the previous ID of the OSD or anything like this at this point.
okay?
It's just yeah.
Oh, it doesn't reuse the same ID, but when you replace the OSD, how does
I
it
don't
know
think
that
it does,
it's?
no.
So it would
Okay.
create basically a new node in the crush map with a new ID.
Yeah, just a new OSD because uh, if it's failing, we call the shrink OSD scenario, which will remove everything up to the crush entry, and then the create OSD will simply re-add it to crush. So yes, there will be a little bit more data movement than the replace scenario, but yeah, I don't think because during this year there have been so many permutations on how you replace an OSD, and I don't think Dimitri or Guillaume have had the time to look into this yet. They were just too busy with the Ceph disk to Ceph volume migration plus the
Hmm.
upgrade to Relate and stuff like this.
Oh yeah, the shrink OSD scenario is complicated by itself too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we don't have any real template how to create the orchestrator interface in order to support existing orchestrators. Okay.
I think this is a good place where the orchestrator will be able to help us out though, because if the dashboard has some UI around, hey, go replace this OSD ID. I know it's dead. Put in a new device, and the user can click, hey, this device corresponds to this OSD ID. Then it could call the orchestrator, and then orchestrator could run a job or whatever needs to happen for the orchestrator.
Hmm.
It's definitely a good place for that, but there's a lot of pieces that feels like would need to come together for the dashboard to work with orchestrator on that.
Hmm. Yeah. I think I'm going to talk to Kiefer about that use case.
But he's working on dashboard, or remind me
Yeah,
which part?
he's working on the dashboard. Yeah, and the other topic I had in mind was the discussion last week about OSDs on persistent volume syndrome. Did you came up with any specific user experience in the tracker issue? I only saw that it's very brief, that tracker issue.
Right.
41.239.
The and
This
I'm
one here.
actually not sure if the discussion happened in last Wednesday's meeting or if it was going to happen this coming Wednesday. I see the tracker issues were there, but I don't know anything about the discussion either.
Okay, so yeah, I
The
think then
yeah,
we
the guy,
can follow up on Wednesday.
okay. Yeah, with OSDs on PVs, the guys might have been busy finishing the feature, and maybe the guys like Rohan and Jish Santosh, those guys were getting ready for a demo, so I'm not sure if they made it to that meeting. Maybe they did. I'm just not sure.
Okay. 1.1 feature freeze, Travis?
Right. I just wanted to bring that up that this Friday will be the 1.1 feature freeze. We can try and get the release out around the first week of September. That the idea is we have some stabilization time before we ship. Have a little more process around that. I didn't have a lot more around that, just as FYI. And I'm trying to think what features that could impact. I'm not sure anything impacts the orchestrator for this. There are a couple of features around I'm thinking of for pod disruption budgets, upgradability type of things that try and get in, or object bucket claims is another feature. But yeah, I think the orchestrator is okay as far as I'm aware for 1.1.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any issues that we'd like to get or features for 1.1 that would affect the orchestrator, Sebastian?
So from the orchestrator perspective, we are targeting Octopus, which
We've got more time.
is some months out into the future. So it's more about making sure that the latest master branch of Ceph works with the latest Rook release, so that we have some compatibility there between Rook and Ceph.
The timeline for Octopus is still November?
I think it's next year.
Oh, did it move?
Yeah, I think it moved.
The January or whatever. We'll start doing the annual releases for Ceph.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know that I have much more on Rook today that would impact the orchestrator.
Okay.
Sebastian or Noah, anything on your side?
No, just rebasing no cluster, and hopefully we will merge it this week for feature freeze. That's all, I guess. Yeah.
Oh, that's
There
right.
were just 2 or 3 PRs that needs to be backported into 106. And yeah, they're on their way, so yeah.
Be backported into which thing? Sorry?
106?
106.
Well, not 106, for stable 110, and for the upcoming 106.
Okay. Well, hopefully we don't need a 106 release, and we'll just focus on 1.1. But yeah,
Depends on how urgent.
Yeah, it always depends on the urgency. Like we had the 1.0.5 last week, which was when we recognized, what the issue was. Yeah, let's get it out like today type of thing.
Yeah, I saw it. There is like 2 comments in it, or yeah.
It was just simply backporting something we'd already fixed in master.
Yeah.
One thing that came to my mind just a few seconds ago. As far as I know, Rook bootstraps the cluster without ceph.conf right now, or does Rook still create a ceph.conf for every cluster?
It's almost there.
Yeah, all the daemons are pretty much using command line arguments now for the Ceph daemons. The OSDs are not done yet. They're still using ceph.conf.
But the mons
are been doing that.
I think we still have a minimal ceph.conf on all the daemons.
Okay.
It's just really minimal, but the main flags are passed on the CLI.
That I was asking because Zhao mentioned that the mon cannot create an initial mon map without ceph.conf. I don't have really the details, but he mentioned that it's not possible to bootstrap a cluster without a Ceph.conf.
We must be using a minimal one then.
Yeah, I'm sure we are. And just Blaine is looking at Blaine has a PR pending to completely remove the Ceph.conf.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to be working so far. So perhaps we need to bring Zhao into this PR to get a broader discussion on why he believes that this is not working. And I will tend to believe him if he says that it's not possible. So
Do you have the
yeah, I'm looking at it. The PR?
PR?
Yeah.
That's to finish the work around OSDs and Ceph.conf. I haven't caught up on PRs today yet.
Yeah, that's it's the override config in CRD. That's this one, 3573 in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So once this PR is merged, it should suppress the Ceph.conf from all the daemon except the OSD.
Okay.
OSDs or take more.
Yeah, I'm going to ping Zhao for that one.
Yeah, thanks.
I think that's all for today.
Good.
Yeah. No, anything to bring up? And is this your last orchestrator meeting even?
It is, yes.
Oh.
I think I don't think there's anything for Orchestrator.
Yeah, Noah's moving on to a startup, unfortunately. So you'll still contribute to Ceph, right, Noah? Because you'll have lots of spare time.
Yeah, with that oppressive intellectual property agreements, I don't know. Otherwise, I'd be hacking in my spare time.
Oh,
Going to a
that's
closed source world, huh?
yeah, interesting news. Then good luck, Noah.
Thanks.
Yep, well, he'll be missed. It's kind of a dreary way to end the meeting, but all right.
I don't have any jokes. Sorry.
Yep. All right. Well, thanks everyone.
I have one because last time you said, sorry, Seb, this happened while you were on PTO. So now, hopefully, next time I'm going on PTO, no one's gonna leave.
Right. No,
Yeah.
that's your fault, Seb, for going on PTO, right?
Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah.
Seb, we had dinner. I had dinner on Saturday with a guy. His name is Thanos. Thanos. And I was telling
Really?
him about your hammer.
Okay. Was your friend? No.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everyone. Have a good day.
Yep. Thanks.
Bye bye.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Yep, bye.